Hello everyone, welcome to Happy Hut. In this video, we are going to see the list of requirements needed for any person to travel from India to Kuwait in this current pandemic situation. So in our channel, I have posted a video on the list of requirements for a person to travel from Kuwait to India. So if you haven't watched the video, please do watch. I'll give the link in the description box. So now let's get started. The most important requirement to travel from India to Kuwait is your Kuwait Mobile ID app. Please make sure that this is installed in your phone and it is showing the proper valid residency. Even if you have the physical civil ID card, make sure that this app is active in your phone. Even before you check in your baggage, this mobile ID or the civil ID is checked in the Indian airports. So make sure that Kuwait Mobile ID app is installed on your phone. The next important requirement is your immune app, that is your vaccines details. So make sure that this immune app is also installed in your phone. This app is mainly checked after you reach Kuwait airport just before the immigration. So make sure that immune app is properly installed in your phone with all the correct details of your passport and your vaccine details. So this means that you should have required amount of battery charge in your phone so that you can show it to the officials when you reach Kuwait airport. Please also make sure that your passport number as well as the 2 dates of the vaccine doses are updated properly in the immune app. The third most important document is your PCR negative certificate. So this should be taken 72 hours before your departure time. So make sure that you take your PCR test from a recognized lab or from a recognized hospital. Once you get the negative PCR result, make sure to have a printout of the same. By now you would have identified that these 3 documents were also required for a person traveling from Kuwait to India. So these are the same for person traveling from India to Kuwait also. Now let's see what are the other documents. The next most important requirement is filling up of the Musafir portal. Before departing from India, you have to open this portal Musafir and then you have to give the necessary details required in the portal, like the flight details, like which is the flight you're traveling, which date you're traveling and which time you're reaching, and then you have to give the details of all the passengers with their civil ID number. Once you provide the necessary details based on your civil ID, it will pick up the vaccine status of each and every passenger. If you are vaccinated with 2 doses, then your status will change as green in the Musafir portal. If a kid below 12 years is traveling with you, then obviously the kid will not be vaccinated, so the kid's status will show as red. So in this case, you have to pay the amount for 2 PCR tests after you reach Kuwait. That is on the day of arrival in the airport, and then after 6 days you will be intimated via a text message on where you should go and take the second test for your kid. You have to note that since you have to pay the cost of PCR test for your kid, make sure that you have access to a Kuwait debit or credit card to make the KNET payment. The next important thing to do is install Shlonik app on your mobile phone. So this app is needed after you reach Kuwait. You need to enter your Kuwait mobile number in order to register this app. Once you reach Kuwait airport and after immigration is done, this app gets automatically updated with the start date of your quarantine, and it also gives the end date and end time of your quarantine. So depending on the date when you arrive, it can be 7 days or 10 days as per the current rule of Kuwait government. So right from the day when you start quarantine till the end of your quarantine, you should be confined in your home and you should be under isolation. And this Shlonik app also verifies that you are under home isolation by sending occasional messages. So make sure that you follow the home isolation properly. I'll try to share a separate short video on the usage of this Shlonik app. So other than these mandatory documents, you have your usual passport and your e-ticket copy to be carried for your travel from India to Kuwait. So now you would have got a clear idea on what are the necessary documents to be carried from India to Kuwait, especially in this pandemic situation. If you like this video, make sure to give a thumbs up, share, and also don't forget to subscribe to this channel. See you in next video. Until then, take care, bye, stay tuned.